I think the scam it's some calls for some call centers that make for selling or
Mhm.
publicity. I don't know
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm incorrect.
no, that's absolutely right. You are exact. That's an example of a scam. So that's a great way to kick
Yeah,
this off, Luis.
yeah.
Yeah,
Scam is like Boston when the city of Boston called for some news like when a COVID started, the city of Boston called every week for some news, some news, some new news. I don't, or scamly. I saw it's a number.
oh, you're thinking of scandal, like a big story.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, that's a little different. Well, it's a lot different. The word you're thinking of is called a scandal. Scandal means like a big salacious story that is controversial. People say, "Wow, what happened there?" That's called a scandal. A scam is a little bit different. I'm going to give you the definition in a minute, but I want to see if anybody is familiar with this word. A
Yeah,
scam.
yeah,
SCAM. Go for it,
teacher.
Ephraim. Yes.
Yes, sometimes when you write some emails, they are some scam. I don't know. You can there are some message you receive in your handbox, but there are some
Yes.
just go in the scam. And sometimes you receive some call, uh, in the name is scam likely. So people always say this call, you don't have to answer it because they can hack your information, your credit card. So I think
Yes.
something
I'm
like that.
gonna yes, that's correct, Ephraim. So a scam is like cheating, to trick someone, or
Oh, okay.
to hustle.
It's like when in Florida having a news like they some people making a steal like robbery with a credit cards.
Exactly. Exactly. That's a credit card fraud is what it's called. Yeah. I take your information, I fill out your name, your social security number, and I apply for a credit card under your name. And then I
Yes.
go buy a TV, I go on vacation, and I
Yeah,
just keep swiping the card and I keep
yeah,
signing your name. And then a month later, you have all these bills. That's a scam. Yeah.
yeah. Until happen with a social security, with
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
take your social security and buy a house, cars, or something.
Exactly. Exactly. So
Until
yes,
also,
that's a scam.
yeah. Also, there is a movie with the. Do you remember the movie with the
There's a lot
girl?
of movies about this.
Yeah.
Well, the next word, so scamming is to cheat someone, to trick, or to hustle someone. What is baiting? This is kind of American slang here. Baiting. Who knows this word baiting? Baiting. And it comes from fishing. If anybody knows, likes to go fishing. To bait, baiting. What is baiting? Think about fishing. I'm making, if you see my camera, I'm making the pantomime with my hands like I'm fishing. What is baiting someone?
It's like trying, like a continuing and continuing and continuing.
A little different. Bait is what you put, if you go fishing, you put bait on the end of the hook.
When you try to
Oh, I got it. It's like
fish in the water,
Yes.
it's like I present you
Baiting
something
somebody.
like
Now,
very
like a
huge
trap,
and you
like
pick
a
it.
trap.
right. So baiting is, let's say,
It's like
it,
to
say it
fight.
again.
It's like to
Well,
fight.
okay, that
Like a trap.
baiting is how fights start. Let's say somebody walks down the street and they mind their own business, and then somebody else decides, I want to start a fight with this person, and they yell something insulting, and then that person says, oh yeah, and then they punch them. They've been baited. And then when they're sitting in jail saying, how did I get here? They were baited into the fight. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I'm going to give some synonyms. Baiting is
when somebody's
temptation.
something.
Well, it's like temptation, lure, seduction.
Harass.
Not harassment. Let's say
It's like when you put like a little trap for something. For example,
yeah, to
if you
trap,
want to
a
get
trap.
on a trap, exactly. It's when
It's a trap.
I want to get on
Yes.
a rat and a mouse. I put a little cheese.
Yes.
He go to the cheese. It's something like
Yes,
that,
that's
right?
exactly right. It's a perfect. So yeah, if you have a mouse, if you want to catch a mouse, you put like peanut butter in the mouse trap. By the way, that peanut butter works. If anybody has mice, fun fact, peanut butter will get the mouse. Don't use cheese. They won't go after cheese. Fun fact, I've used peanut butter. So, but that's the bait. So to trap, like trapping someone. A trap, to lure someone, to seduce someone. It's the temptation. Yes, the mousetrap analogy is great. The fighting to get someone into a fight, that's called baiting. So scam baiting is what this guy James Veach does. And it's controversial, meaning some people think it's a good thing and some people think it's a bad thing. Here's why. This is a presentation given by James Veach. He is a scam baiter. Watch what he does to fool with internet scam artists. After watching his lecture, think about suspicious email you received. Have you ever been cheated online? And that's, many of you may have experienced this. Did you describe your experience with internet scams in 60 to 80 words? So that's the homework, is for you to write about your experience. What Ephraim said, if you ever get a message on your phone and you reply to the message and then you realize this is a scam, they're cheating me, they're hustling me, what do? Do you erase it? Do you put a block on it? What scam baiters do is they trick the scammer and waste their time. So that's called scam baiting. Now I'm going to go into the beginning of James Veach's lecture, and then I'm going to stop it and I'm going to ask everybody what he does. So some people think this is a good thing, some people think it's a bad thing, but James Veach is a professional at this. It's an online community, and he turns his scam baiting into comedy. So usually TED Talks are very serious and educational. This is full comedy. It's a TED Talk, like academic lecture with slides, but he's doing it with comedic timing. So I'll stop when people laugh, and then I'll ask you, hey, why is everybody laughing? So here we go. Oh, and by the way, does anybody want to review about how to get subtitles in French or Spanish?
A few years ago, I got one of those spam.
If you go to share, you can download and then go to subtitles, and this is where you can choose your language. So if you want, oh look, hey, Alexander, check it out. You can get Ukrainian subtitles.
Yeah, but I listen in English.
I know, but if you wanted to, so this is for anybody. So let's see. Okay, sorry, we don't have Armenian, but you have choices with the subtitles. So I just wanted everybody to know that if you're not familiar with this. So in this class, mostly French, Spanish, and Portuguese, but there's a good choice of other languages if you're struggling. So I'm going to keep it on English for everybody here, but just wanted you to know that the subtitles are an option. So he's a scam baiter. He explains what he does to people when they send him scam emails.
One of those spam emails, and it managed to get through my spam filter. I'm not quite sure how, but it's turned up in my inbox, and it was from a guy called Solomon Odonka. I know. It went like this. It said, hello, James Veach. I have an interesting business proposal I want to share with you, Solomon. Now, my hand was kind of hovering on the delete button, right? As you are, I was looking at my phone. I thought, I could just delete this, or I could do what I think we've all always wanted to do. And I said, Solomon, your email intrigues me. And the game was afoot.
Okay, why are they laughing? And what is the game that he's talking about?
He's
The
trying
scam?
to cheat, yeah, to cheat the scammer.
Yes. Now, what he's doing is,
Okay.
I don't know if you could call it cheating, but he's messing with the
A lot,
scammer.
yeah.
It really is a game. He is just playing a game with this guy. He sees, most people see that, they delete it, they block it, whatever. Usually you've seen a message from somebody, hello, I'm a prince in Nigeria. That's a common one. I have a lot of money and I want to send it to you. So please give me your bank account information, your credit card number, your social security number, and I'll give you all this money. And, you know, they just do this they find emails, or whatever. Or you might see them like, you might see a message like, this beautiful man or beautiful woman wants to talk to you. Please give me your credit card number or something like that. These are scams, but James Veach plays with the people, and he does this for fun. So watch how he plays with people for fun. And this is where the question comes in. Cheating is wrong. Cheating is bad. Yeah, we know that. But at the same time, he's responding, just lying to this person and messing with him to have fun. Is it bad or is it good? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. Here we go. Watch what he does.
He said, dear James Veach, we shall be shipping gold to you. You will earn 10% of any gold you distribute. So I knew I was dealing with a professional. I said, how much is it worth? He said, we will start with a smaller quantity. I was like, ah. And then he said, of 25 kilograms. The worth should be about 2.5 million. I said, Solomon, if we're going to do it, let's go big. I can handle it. How much gold do you have? He said, it's not a matter of how much gold. How much is you're capable of handling? What? We can start with 50 kilograms as a trial shipment. I said, 50 kilograms? There's no point doing this at all unless you're shipping at least a metric ton. So what do you do for a living? I said, I'm a hedge fund executive bank manager.
Now I'm pausing right here. He signals with the audience right here. He communicates in two ways. He's just messing with him. What do you do for a living? I'm a hedge fund executive bank manager. Ha ha ha, laugh. Then I'm going to show you what I do with the camera right here. So in the camera, you see me. He tells the audience something with his body. Watch what he uses with his eyes and his hands, and he doesn't say with his mouth. He says, I'm a hedge fund executive bank manager. Then he uses body language to tell something to the audience. Watch this.
This
What did he
is the
do
first time I've
right there?
shipped booty.
He,
So what do you do for a living? I said, I'm a hedge fund executive bank manager.
what was that? What's he telling the audience?
It's like, no way.
Exactly. He's like, oh, I'm lying. I'm definitely lying here. No, I'm just making all of this up. I'm having fun with this guy. So then we call it body language or pantomiming. And in He's British, but in a lot of Western cultures, this like I can do it like this. If I say something that's ridiculous, I'll look at you and go. It's like the same thing, or I'll squish my face. Americans do this with their faces. We're like, you can even do it without the hand, just like, or a wink, like that.
This isn't the first time I've shipped bullion, my friend. No. Then I started to panic. I was like, look, where are you based? I don't know about you, but I think.
Wait a minute. Lost the sound there for a minute. Hold on. Pardon me, sorry. Okay, picking it back up. That's it.
Then I started to panic. I was like, look, where are you based? I don't know about you, but I think we're going via the postal service. It ought to be signed for. Right, that's a lot of gold. He said, it will not be easy to convince my company to do a larger quantity shipment. And I said, Solomon, I'm completely with you on this one. I'm putting together a visual for you to take into the board meeting. Hold tight. This is what I sent Solomon. I don't know if we have any statisticians in the house, but there's definitely something going on. I said, Solomon, attach this email, you'll find a helpful chart. I've had one of my assistants run the numbers. We need to be shipping as much gold as possible. There's always a moment where they try to tug your heartstrings, and this was it for Solomon. He said, I will be so much happy if the deal goes well, because I'm going to get a very good commission as well. And I said, that's amazing. What are you going to spend your cut on? And he said, on real estate, what about you?
Now he gets more ridiculous at this point. You can watch, and the type of humor that he goes after is just really, really absurd. And he continues to just mess with this guy. And the guy, and the messages become Solomon, this guy on the other end, who's the scammer. He has no idea what to say because James becomes weirder and weirder. So every time James messages this guy, he sends him a strange message. And you can see that when you look at him, you see Solomon has no idea what to do. This is essentially the purpose of scam baiting, is to waste the person's time for fun. Now, if you go to the very end, he explains why he does what he does. He shows another message back and forth where he explains why he does it. And then I'm going to use what he says, and I'm going to leave that as a question for everybody else. And I want everybody to argue about what he proposes. So he explains it. It's funny, so people like it. Ha, ha, ha. And then he says, wait, that's the end of it. Let me go back to what he says. He goes, here he explains why he does what he does.
I'll share it. Thank you.
Pardon me, I think it's about, where is it? He explains why he does this. And he said where his rationalization is, all I'm doing is wasting their time. Okay, it's going to take a minute. But anyway, if I can't find that, don't worry about it. Okay, there it is. So he gets this other message from somebody else saying that they're Nelson Mandela's wife, Winnie Mandela, and it's a lie. But of course,
Send me this.
And he shows that he messes with this other person. Then he says, here's why I spend so much time doing this. Oh yeah, this is it. He encourages other people to do this.
Address. Don't use your own email address because that's highly if you're going to do this, and I highly recommend.
I think if
So-
you say something like he doing this because at least they are wasting his
On your
time
behalf-
and they don't doing that with another
Yes.
person. I think it's something like that he said.
Yes, that's it. Okay, here it is. So here's when he finishes with Solomon, he explains why he does what he does. And he gets the laugh. And this is what I want everybody to debate when he says, I encourage you all to do this. Here we go.
Gummy lizard. And that was so much fun, right? That it got me thinking, like, what would happen if I just spent as much time as I could replying to as many scam emails as I could? And that's what I've been doing for 3 years on your behalf. Yeah. Let me tell you, crazy stuff happens when you start replying to scam emails. It's really difficult, and I highly recommend we do. I don't think what I'm doing is mean.
Okay. He says, I'll pause it right there. Anyways, he says, I don't think what I'm doing is mean. That's the question I want everybody to debate. So is it mean what he does? Because these are people who knows where they are in the world. They get an email of somebody and they think, can I take this person's money? And then he just engages in these back and forth conversations to waste their time for fun. And he says, I'm not doing this because it's mean. He says, I don't think this is mean. And then what he says is, they're trying to cheat people out of their money. So I'm helping society. I'm doing a good thing. Is he? That's what I want to ask all of you. Is this okay? Scam baiting, because he's just lying to people for fun. And it's really funny what he does. But is it okay? Should something like this be encouraged? Because that's what he's doing. He's going to say, everybody, when you see a scam email, don't just delete it, mess with them, waste their time, have fun with it. Or should we just delete it, tell the police, leave it alone? What does everybody think? That's the question for everybody else. Scam baiting. Okay, not okay. Take a minute and I want to hear what everyone thinks. I'll stop the share right now. If you get a scam email, somebody trying to cheat you out of money saying, hello, I'm from wherever, give me your credit card number. Should you waste their time or should you just delete it?
Teacher,
Yes.
I think that's about a bad thing in the oh my god, but it's a bad thing because I have
Okay.
a lot of example about that.
Yes.
When I try to sell a camera on eBay, the
Mhm.
people send a lot of email trying to buy with a double price, but that is a scam buying because because the camera maybe is the $80 and they
Mhm.
trying to buy about that 200 300 and they send the address, they send a number, they trying to buy
Mhm.
upside the eBay. In Mexico too.
Oh, so they just want you to send them the camera for free and they're never going to pay
Yeah.
you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well,
also,
so let's say you recognize it and then you just start messing with them, doing
Yeah,
what
but-
James Veach does. Would you think that's okay just to mess with them?
no,
To waste their
but
time?
also they trying to pay with a PayPal and they send an email in the trash can. I don't know how
Yeah.
how it's
And you go
a
to your
scam.
spam, S-P-A-M,
Spam, yeah.
spam folder
Spam,
or your junk
exactly.
folder. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they trying to and send a email from PayPal. and PayPal say the people, I don't know, maybe George send you $200, but it's
It wasn't me. I didn't do
cheating.
it.
Yeah, it's cheating. In Mexico too, happened the same thing. The people from jail in jail call around everyone and trying to extortion.
Extort.
Yeah, extortion. And they say, oh, we know that who are you, you know that your boy, your daughter,
Mm.
we're gonna kill your daughter if you don't pay us. So it's hard.
Sounds pretty dangerous.
Yeah. And third example, it's some lady in Nicaragua. She meet with the man from
Mhm.
England, but he is in India, and he say, I'm a doctor and I'm trying to build some building in India, but so 1 week after, he say, I'm an accident, my family don't answer me, and I need money, and this doctor is attending me, and so
Well, I mean, let me stop you right there. You're about if say James Veach says when you see a scam, start messing with them, play jokes on them, and he encourages everybody just to mess with them.
yeah, they
And
message they
what?
message
Well,
they message.
what's your argument about that? What if you recognize these people who are cheating other people? Should you mess with them, play jokes
Just
on
like
them for
just say
fun
blocking.
or not?
Just say block a day. Just say
Just
block
block
them.
them. Okay, so
Yeah,
just block them,
I'm not
delete it. Okay,
I'm
that's
not lose my time.
mhm. Okay, so don't spend. They're not worth it. Block
Yeah.
it. Leave it alone. What does everybody else think? Do you like the idea of scam baiting, just playing around with them, or no?
No.
Yeah, I like it.
Tell us why, tell
When
us
you
why,
go,
Alexander.
it's because these people try to cheat some other people. You should get the I don't know. Yeah, it's I would say you need to punish him. Yeah, really.
All right.
Even if it's just stupid jokes.
Mm. That's the argument of scam baiters. Now, this is happening. Usually it's not like you can call the local police and the police can find the guy, because usually it's somebody somewhere in the world. It's the internet. Who knows where these people are? So this is called vigilante justice, because
Yeah.
the internet scams are really hard to police. It's not like you can call the local police and they know who this is that's taking your money. So in a way, this is the internet community punishing these people, but at the same time, that's scary because it's very easy for this to go too far. So that's where I want the conversation to move into the breakout rooms. I'm going to give everybody 10 minutes. And the question I want you to discuss is scam baiting okay? Luis argued, just delete the message and leave it on. Alexander argued, these people should be punished. And this is at least something that can be done. So I'm looking at the number. There's about 12 people. So I'm going to do 2 breakout rooms. So in 10 minutes, everybody try to argue, yes, I like it. No, I don't like it. Or try to get your opinion out there in the breakout rooms. So is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 2 breakout rooms. Here we go. And think about the question. Is scam baiting okay? All right, you should be able to join your breakout room right now. Okay, Ephraim, I'm sending you both to room 2. All right, Kelly. Hi, Salvador. You can join the breakout room. Ephraim, can you join? Or join with both devices there?